Welcome, everybody, to War Commander Unshackled. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a reply from our awesome and unique developer, Wrong Thinker. Now, as many of you know or don't know, a couple weeks ago, we put together a, a questionnaire for him. It came out to, I think it was 78 questions. And over the weekend, on his own time, now this isn't, he wasn't at work or anything, he decided to do this for us, which is awesome. Okay. Um, he answered about 10 questions, and we're gonna read these 10 questions, and we're gonna break down and read his responses, and we're gonna cover some of this. Now, first of all, I want to thank Skip for being the architect of all this. She really put it together, and pretty much got him to even answer the questions. A big thank you to Doc Phil for keeping the questions on track and for sending him the questions and then posting up the reply, and everybody out there who asked a question. It's pretty fucking awesome. He did this shit over the weekend on his days off. He decided to do this, so this is pretty fucking badass. Now, some of these answers are not what we were looking for. Some are. I'll let you guys know the first one I am not happy about, and we will be discussing it. So it is open link. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes before we really break it down. So the link is posted. If you guys have a mic and want to join in, it's open mic. Come on, join us. And that's pretty much it. I mean, really, guys, this is pretty much unprecedented for a developer to work on his, to do something like this on his day off. I mean, that's pretty fucking awesome. So, if you are listening, thank you very much. Wrong Thinker was awesome. We posted a link on the forums. We've got them on all the pages. Oh, apologies for the last link. For some reason, Google Hangouts was fucking with me and would not give me a goddamn broadcast button. Assholes.
Yeah, it kind of screwed everyone on that one.
Yep. So I pretty much had to totally make a whole new one.
Yeah, it happens from time to time. It's happened to me before when I've ran other shows, and it's a giant pain in the ass when it does. Fortunately, we caught it early, not 10 minutes before the show as has happened before, but yeah.
Let's see how many people we got. We're up to 29. All right. Once we hit 30, 31, we'll go ahead and start and rock it. Wrong Thinker, if you're out there, if you're watching, mic is open, man. Come on.
Come on in. You can come on in. Yeah, mind you, it is Monday, and it's Monday morning, so it's going to be as hectic as hell.
Yeah. But still, it's open. Hey, any Kickside employee wants to jump on in. Come on, join us. We'll be gentle. I promise. Yeah, come on, join us.
Oh boy! I did welcome Wrong Finger to the Lion's Den when he said he was going to answer them over the weekend on Friday night.
I can't believe I can't believe he answered them on his day off. That's that's pretty awesome. All right.
On his own time as well. Incredible.
Yeah. All right. Let me screen share this.
Who's got the music on?
Yep.
No, it's me. Excuse me.
Yep. We don't want YouTube to shut me down.
My bad.
No flags.
My bad. I got her so.
All right.
All right.
There. All right. Can you guys on YouTube read this before I start? If not, I can make it a little bit bigger.
I can't read it on YouTube, so if I full screen it, then yeah, I can. So.
All right, let me try 150.
I can read it barely, but
give me a second. Let's.
If all else fails, you can listen to my wonderful voice, and I can read it to you.
Oh God, no!
Shut up, David.
I can read in my game show host voice.
No, that's okay. All right, a little bit bigger. All right, let's try 200. This
That's
is it.
good.
This is as big
I
as it's gonna get.
I can read it just fine.
You're in the hangout.
Yep.
No,
Matter
this
of
is on
fact,
YouTube. I'm reading it too on HD though. That's real good.
That's
all right,
better.
here we go. All right, question one. Now, this is the one that this is the number one question is the one that's got me a little. This is why I started this show for today. We asked them, "What's your plans for the massive bottleneck in the tech center when it comes to upgrading air and ground, and if there's ever going to be a separation of air and ground?" Now, this is what he replied to us. We are having a conversation about this now. Nothing is likely to change in the next month. But we are seriously reevaluating this bottleneck. Some bottlenecks are good. They separate the casual player from the dedicated, but some are not, as they simply prohibit people from experiencing the game. After we reevaluated this bottleneck, we would communicate with the players regarding our conclusion and potential action. Now, this pisses me the fuck off because if they're just now having this conversation now, we've asked for this for years. Now, 3 years ago, the bottleneck, it was okay. I didn't care about the bottleneck. None of us did. But as of now, as of gameplay now, this destroys. There is no. I mean, we are literally prohibited from playing the game right. And that little comment, they separate casual players from the dedicated. He should have go ahead and just said the truth. Corners to non-corners. Okay, wrong thinker, dude. If you are listening to this, we're not children. Okay, we're not babies. We are okay with the unfettered truth. All right, we don't mind. We're not going to get upset. We get upset about shit like this because this makes it look like we're a bunch of fucking children who can't handle truths.
I think it's also worded that way as company policy rather than personality. Wrong thinker. Because there's also the company line that has to be walked along, if you get my drift.
Yeah, but the company line is fucking stupid because
Yes, I know.
I mean, reality is that most of us that really that ask these questions, this comes from questions that are corners and non-corners, both
Yeah.
heavy corners, light corners. The whole spectrum of gameplay in this game. These questions come from. All right, the casual player from the dedicated. What's his idea of a casual player? A 1-2 day guy, or a couple hours a day? I mean, that what is a now? I understand dedicated. That's somebody like me and Phil and Lonnie and David, people who have
Nothing else to do other than
pretty
play War
much,
Commander.
and we spend 10, 15 hours a day on the game.
I wish.
I mean, I play 10 to 15 hours a day. I may
Yeah.
not chat, I may not say anything, but hell, my game is up all day long.
Yeah. Ours is mine.
And him now, just now having this conversation now, we asked for this for years. For years, I know when I was in Battle Vortex, we had this. We asked this question,
It's been asked repeatedly for a very long time.
and for them to just now have a conversation about it, and it's a real simple fix. Everything is 10. Almost everything except for the Omega units are 1 through 10 now, right?
Yeah. All the new
Okay.
stuff anyway.
No problem. 1 through 5 timed. 5 through 10 thorium. Bottleneck fixed.
Not
If
necessarily. There's
Uh, uh,
there are internal problems you've also got to
but
figure out.
but
If
see,
they're
they have
gonna-
already had that. They already had that set up, so it should already still be written in their code. Because that was how it was originally when Thor first came out. It was 1 through 5 timed, 5 through 10 Thor. So the
Yes.
code is already in the game.
The
if
code's
they're-
already there.
If they're reverting back to this system, then they should be able to, turn that on.
Yeah, but then again, you got the other non-new units, which are
They're all being phased out. All those units are being phased out. Anything that is old. That is a 2 year or even a year ago. They've already said it's all being phased out of the game. And I mean, he goes to question number 2, the VXP. Um, when Special Forces and VXP units came to War Commander, it lightened a lot of the load in the tech center. What is the reasoning behind removal of VXP into the system that is currently is now?
That's my question.
Go ahead,
Why
I'll let you do the answer.
VXP had some good to it, as was stated in the question, but it also had some bad. First, for players who didn't have tons of time to play, still love the game, they couldn't play enough to keep up, since to earn VXP you had to play a lot. Second, the system itself was flawed. Sometimes the best strategy was to just suicide your units before you go to bed, which doesn't make any sense and isn't particularly fun. We may release other VXP units at some point, but not until we have seriously revisited the VXP system to ensure a better overall experience.
And I agree wholeheartedly with that because that's what we all did.
Yeah.
Especially, and you know, if you think about it, when Brother J came out, he was the hardest. Kara was the easiest.
He still was. It took me months to level Brother Jeremiah.
Nope, but he is not the hardest. The Tempest was the hardest to upgrade.
Because it only shoots air, and then you got to find something air only to go and shoot at, and it's got a pretty crap range anyway.
I still have Tempests right now that are level 17 and 16 that are not maxed out.
Level 5, and I've had them since I came back to the game 8 months ago.
I've had them since they first came out, and they are still low level.
The good way to level those up was during
Onslaught.
and events.
They started capping the XP you would get from doing that, so it would take you twice as long.
And then you couldn't re-roll it, so you couldn't do it no more. See, to be honest, they ruined VXP for themselves. If they would have left it the way Kara was upgraded, it would have been fine, no problems. They should never have came out with a unit that was anti-air VXP, like the Tempest.
The best way to rank up a Tempest now, if you've got anything that's lower than a 20, scrap bastard, wait for the event, and buy an advanced one.
There you go.
That's the only way to do it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand where he's coming from about the VXP, but it had potential, and they kept changing the VXP status on every unit that came out. I mean, there was never the same way to upgrade the same unit over and over again. Every unit was so fucking different. If they would have kept it, Kara was by far the best. I mean, it was awesome. I mean, you had her. I think you had her maxed out at level 20 before they went to 21 in 3 weeks. That was right before the event.
Yeah.
And that was perfect. That was 3 weeks of using her, getting to know her bloodlust, to get all that shit up there, and a week right before the event, so in case she was dead, you could have her repaired. And then they come out with Brother J, and you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you guys doing here? And then the Tempest, fuck it, I'm done. You got all these tanks. You're like, fuck all of it, I'm done. I'm not doing any of that shit no more.
The Warhorse was a pain in the ass to do.
Mine are still I think mine are like level 20. I've never even promoted them.
Yeah, my Warhorses are only like level 17.
Yeah,
I never used them.
They were worthless. They were a piece of shit.
I think mine are probably level 1 or level 5 or some shit. That's about your lot.
I went through the grind of doing all the SF units, all the hero units, the ultra tanks. That was a bear.
I did the ultra tanks because they were really good units. They were a lot better than the Warhorses.
Yes.
They took a lot more damage. All right, number 3. Will we see Omega Titan bases or Omega Sandstorm bases? Well, we already know the answer to that.
Yeah,
but
they come out periodically.
There is one plus in this comment, including all Omega bases.
That's Omega Titan, Omega Sandstorm, Omega Phantom, and that will probably include the Elite Juggernaut as well.
Eventually, yeah.
Yep.
So, they will be back, not consistently, as you said, as you guys can see here, but they will pop up. So there is still a chance to get all that, okay?
Yeah, they'll probably use them as fill-ins when they have issues with boss bases and the likes.
Well, you could probably expect another
Yep.
Omega Titan or Omega Sandstorm base on Sunday.
Yep.
All right. Will we see another half-price upgrade day like compression expansion? No plans for this at the moment, and he don't expect one in the immediate future, which really sucks.
Is that what
It
actually
does.
help out?
Because-
that would
It'd be
help out the
nice.
rollers?
It'd be
Hey.
nice, but it's something I could live without with.
I coined my expansion. When they gave me that, I jumped all over that. I jacked mine all the way to max.
If they did it, I would. I'd be all over that shit in an instant.
See, this is where I don't understand their business plan, okay? This is where it confuses me. This is a moneymaker. This expansion and compression is a guaranteed moneymaker. Guaranteed somebody's going to put $5 in to upgrade their expansion. And if they don't, they're fucking stupid.
I think I
Or
have one or two on the expansion. It's not max, but I got a couple.
At least get to 3. After 3, you're okay. I mean, 3 is not max, but it's not. You have enough time to move around.
Yeah.
That's still, it was $50 a piece. It was $15 or $5 a piece. That was $15. Bam. You can do all kinds of shit with that max suspension 3 times.
Yep.
That right there is a waste of, that's them losing money. In my opinion, that's them losing money.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do my compression. I spent all mine on expansion. This time around, I'm going for compression. I'm not.
I would highly recommend that they do it. It's a guaranteed cash income. The guys that don't have max compression or maxed expansion, even a couple on either one is more than acceptable.
Yep. Let's see my base. Mass all the way. I can't. That's it. It's maxed out. I can't go no farther.
Yeah.
That's as far as I can go. But my compression is none. I don't have any. See, I have no compression at all because I spent it all on getting my base expanded. This time around, I would do that.
What's that? 360?
What?
You have one compression then.
No, I got no. Oh, do I? Damn, did I spend any on? I can't tell.
Looks like you got.
I can't tell right now. I'm upgrading.
Yeah, looks like you have one compression because the max with your metal and oil storage is all maxed is 350.
Oh well, okay. Take that back then. Shows you how much I remember it, or when the last time they did it, because I don't remember doing it.
It happens.
Hey, click on your plus metal over there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Go to base. There you go.
Yep,
Yeah,
I already
take
did it
that
once. Yep, I did it once.
Yep.
You see that? Sold out.
simple as
I jumped all over that base
Fuck
expansion.
yeah, me too.
Jumped all over it. It was a lot more important than compression.
It's a guarantee. It's a guaranteed moneymaker.
Yeah, and
The
for
crazy
them not
thing
to do
is,
it.
if you advance scout a base, you can see trees and all kinds of shit inside the boulders, and you get called a hack.
Oh yeah. That's why I love running these shows live, baby, because you can see for yourself. All right, number 5. Now this one, very happy with.
Very
I got
happy
feedback.
with that one.
Hello. Yeah, somebody's got feedback.
I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from.
Oh well. We currently see a way to. Will we? Blah 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 blah. Will we see a way to obtain all the gold tech for our older units? Currently, a small section are available from Rays, but will we see these techs return to the metal level 90 bases or be obtainable from another method that isn't from the gear store for 50k metals each? His reply: yes, we are working on other ways to make the gold tech available. The gear store is definitely one place you can expect to see it, but keep your eyes on other avenues like the event store where gold tech will occasionally pop up. Continue to be vocal on the forums about the tech you'd like to see the most of, and we try to way to get it in your hands. Awesome.
That is an awesome. And by vocal, he doesn't mean be an asshole about it.
I'm seeing gold tech in the event soon.
Yes. Yep.
That's perfectly fine. As long as the prices aren't outrageous, I will be very happy with that.
You know, that's why I haven't really bought much Gold Tech for the Howler.
I'm gonna call it that the units, the hero units that are coming out are Expert Brother Jay, Expert Sheila, and Expert Kara. I'm betting on it.
Think so?
Yep.
But you gotta think about this. What can go with them now? Liberators, unless you have your tech just right on your special forces, a liberator will fuck you up.
They
No,
may make
I'm thinking Liberator hero personally.
Yeah.
it may be. It may now I'm praying to God I get me a Howler hero.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would.
He will outdo Jericho in a flash.
Godscope, shush. Sarkis sucks balls. He doesn't need a hero. He needs to be scrapped.
Ooh, Sarkis. Holy testimony.
My Sarkis is sitting in the armory collecting dust.
Mine's not even built. All right, that is a very big plus, though. Number 5 is awesome. Now this will be posted. I'll have somebody posted up on the forum so everybody can read it. It's been posted on a lot of pages that I'm on, so you guys can check it and read it and all that. There won't be a Fury hero. Fury just came out. People are still working on their fucking Juggernaut.
Yeah. Doc is like a year and a half away.
All right, you want to do number 6, Doc? While I drink me some water.
No worries. Will we see more expert special forces in the event store in the future? Though you will soon see advanced special forces less and less, as they generally have a hard time keeping up with faction hero units, expert ones will still occasionally crop up, and the most likely place by far is the event store. No specific announcement at this time, but you will see more of them.
And this is what I was talking about them being
As you
the
said.
VXP being phased out.
They're phasing it out in place of better units, which is perfectly fine. Special forces have been pretty much the way of the dodo for quite a while. Number 7. Will we see tech for faction units such as the Liberator or Hammers in the gear store or the event store in the future? You will definitely see some faction tech crop up in stores within the next few months.
Now that's
That
good for the
one's-
people who couldn't hit the bases.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why is the dozer required to change rockets in the rocket silo? You can upgrade walls even when the dozer is busy. Changing rockets should be the same. Same? Okay. That's a fair point. Does seem a bit weird. I will bring this up, though I cannot promise any specific action on this point.
All right. Now, this has been a question we've asked before on Battle Vortex. Again, this is something we've already asked for. This goes right back to the first question. Why are they waiting now to have this conversation? That matter of fact, he wrote that on his board. He wrote that question on his board.
Yes, he did.
Low priority.
You're right. Yeah, it's not a top priority. You're absolutely right. It's not. It really doesn't matter.
All you got to do is remember to change your rockets over before you stick anything else on upgrade.
Pretty much, but it's the point of the matter is that it's something he wrote on the board almost a year ago. He's just now getting to.
And then even if that is passed through the team and it gets done, it'll go through several cycles of QA first, then get passed to the team, and then it'll be injected into the game. So even if that's confirmed, I'm not confirming it because it sits there. He can't promise any specific action, but if action is taken, you're looking at least a couple of months before it's even injected into the game.
All right, number 9. All right, this is the same thing as the first question. Making the aircraft hangar do use for airplane.
Why the hell didn't I edit that out? I missed one. Shit happens.
Yeah,
It was probably worded differently, and I just left it in there. That's probably why.
Yep. I mean,
Trust
and
me,
you
there
know,
were more than 78 questions in that document, and they were trimmed a lot.
and it's still. I mean, refer back to question one. I mean, this bottleneck is
Huge.
it's been happening for a long time now, and it has to be there. I mean, we can't wait. 6 months. We can't. In 6 months, it's too late. Everything is so out of date, and the non-coiners are going to fall so far behind from the coiners that they're not going to want to play. I know I'm
Even
not.
even the biggest, even the biggest coiner compared with a guy who maybe spends $10 a week. If you put I'll do it this way. If you put the amount of money that I've spent compared in War Commander at least to the amount of money that Lonnie has spent, Lonnie's pretty much got a. I'm sorry, Lonnie. I'm using you as
Oh, good.
an example because you do pretty much have everything maxed out or everything that you want to use maxed out. Your base is maxed out pretty much. If it isn't, then I'm sorry, but for the most part, you're pretty much on the major 1% of the big guys, the big coiners, the heavy fighters, and I'm not, and I'm months behind.
We'll do even better.
Years.
I'm a coiner. You guys have seen me do it,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't. And I mean, I've added coin live, and I still don't come into his category. You're elite juggers max, right, Lonnie?
No, it's level 27.
All right, 27. Did you coin yours to elite version?
Oh yeah, as soon as I got it.
Yeah. See, now I didn't. I only coined 3 levels,
Mine is still level 1.
and now and I mean, I'm not a light coiner, but I'm not a super heavy coiner. I consider myself a moderate coiner, and I still can't compete with his units. I'm a level 45. The gap between the corners and the 9 corners are so bad right now that it's to the point where it's almost unfair. It is almost unfair.
I mean, even with the rebalancing of the buildings that they did, and they knocked off over a year's worth of upgrade time just on buildings alone. That was great, but it's you're going to spend God knows how fucking long upgrading the fucking buildings and still not being able to catch up or compete at such a level. But it hasn't impacted the units. It hasn't impacted the unit upgrade time at all. Because you're still looking, even if you're one of those people that will go out or don't even have an elite Titan, for instance, you go out, you win it, you build it, it's elite, it's level 21, then you've instantly got that giant wait between 21 to 30. And that's 9 weeks.
There goes my juggernaut. All right. I stopped my juggernaut for 4 days so I can max out my Apollo. Now, if this was in a separate tab, like the infantry is, I could have had all 3 going at the same time. But I didn't, and I was not coining that. My elite Hydra, I want to show you guys something. Still level 22. I've got all the parts of Mega Omega, but I can't. I can't upgrade it because I want to get my air maxed out.
Excuses.
Look at my Omega Titan 33, Sandstorm 32. I didn't even get the parts for the Phantom.
Exactly.
My Fury level 1, and I'd love to get this little bastard up and running and get it maxed out, but the Juggernaut's more important. And since it's all tied into one, by the time I get this to close to being maxed out, this little fucker will be obsolete, and I won't be able to really use him.
Mine is going max right now.
Now, how long is it? What is the time? 4 days?
5 days on the last 9 to 10.
See, that's That's too much to be tied into a tech center. That's too much time.
It goes like this: 12 hours a day 12 hours, 2 days 12, and so on. It just keeps adding 12 hours onto every upgrade.
I mean, a 12-hour edition to each one is by all means. By the time you got to the end of it, it's what, about 20
5
days.
days.
I mean,
for the complete from 1 to 10, it roughly works out in about 20 days, give or take.
This right here is the most useless fucking building in War Commander.
I don't know. The mine factory is pretty worthless.
Oh, you still got to build mines.
What about the mercs? They made mercs and they never fucking touched it again.
Because they broke it.
Yep, there you go. Another 2 buildings, completely and totally fucking worthless. Helipad, worthless. Unless for upgrades, that's for adding more, to add more. That's a bit. But this right here, most worthless fucking building in War Commander. This right here should be a tabbed building. That's what this should be. This should be
all right.
like
Like
the academy.
You should have your airfield and your helipad in there.
You've got your tech center there. Let's we'll go into mine, and I'll show you the biggest problem. I've done this before. I've taken screenshots just to prove my point.
Oh my god! One.
Hades hammer 1, Hades 1, purifier level 1,
Wow.
Vindicator level 1, Elite
so high.
Hydra, Juggernaut, Growler Inferno level 4 and 5, Apollo's at level 3, Fury's at level 1, level 2, level 1, level 10, Elite Sandstorm 21, Elite Titan 28, Phantom level 9. There is so much in here that I want to use, and I really want to use. I want to use my Juggernaut. I'd love to be able to use the Hades or the Vindicators. I've got level 3 Apollos. I've got more tech for, but I can't fucking use because they need to be max level for me to really be able to kit it out and really do some serious hurt on somebody. But I can't because I'm tied up doing that stupid fucking Titan for the next 2 weeks. And that's exactly how long it's going to take for me to even get it.
At the end of the day, and if Kickstarter, you guys are listening to this, you have to understand where we're coming from here. I mean, the gap, it is not even between low and mid-level players anymore. Now the gap is coiners to non-coiners, or coiners to low-level coiners to no coining. And you're making it to where the people who don't coin or can't coin cannot compete now.
No.
At all. And this is how cheaters are formed. Cheaters are formed because of this. And if you guys are just now figuring that shit out, there's a problem. People write and do those codes, they don't do it because they really want to. Well, I mean, you have those 1 or 2 that are dicks that, don't want to really do the game, that don't really care. But when you see a guy with, a 10 million ID or even a 5 million ID running a cheat, this is the reason why.
I don't condone it, but I understand.
Oh, yeah, I don't condone it either. I mean, and everybody knows this. I mean, hell, I made the new rule for anybody who wants to, join our show. I got to see the Legion clones because I want to make sure that shit isn't on my channel.
Yeah.
But I can understand why they do, because they are tired of going against somebody like Lonnie or Scooby or any of those severely high coiners and keep getting their asses stomped. Why? Because they can't afford to have their units, to coin their units up there like them.
No.
And it gets fucking frustrated. They get so pissed off, and they're like, well, fuck, I'm the same level as him. I should be able to flatten his base, but I can't touch it because my units are just not as strong as his. Our bases are the same, but his units are off the chain. well, fuck it, nobody's gonna know. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. And then they get addicted to it. And they're like, oh fuck, nobody noticed it. I'm gonna do it again. You guys are the ones feeding those people with these absurd upgrade times, or with this text in it being so wrapped up, is that you guys are literally feeding the problem. And I can't believe it's taking you this long to figure it out. I don't see how. I don't see how. I mean, you guys are college-educated people. All right, I'm some dumb fucking redneck, and I figured this shit out.
No, Matt's put it into in a perfect solution with the cost of some of the repairs. Who can realistically, and I mean financially realistically, be able to afford the upgrades? Because there are a couple of things that aren't in this list that I want to highlight that are probably highlighted further down. For instance, the cost of some of the air. Now, if I go and blow up 4 cyclones, for instance, that's 2 hours. It's an hour and 40-something minutes for the expert ones. That's 7 gold. Now, if I go and blow up 2 Furies, on the other hand, which are about an hour of repair, that's 6 gold. That doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense to me at all. But if I blow up my Jericho, he's an hour of repair and he's 3 gold. Work that out.
Hey, speaking of coining, I was going to do this last week on the show, and I realized I couldn't count.
Oh no. What are you doing?
I am coining.
Oh no.
Are
What
you
are you
presenting me?
coining now?
I am right now.
Oh no. There goes the neighborhood.
Live. Tell me when.
Go for
Hold
it. You're being presented. I don't want to look at this.
Neither do I.
I really don't want to look at this. Oh my
Done.
god. You're at level
Now I can do
19.
my GS missile. All right.
Now you're gonna coin that too, right?
See, now here's a comparison between a severe coiner and
Oh
No.
my god.
us.
Lonnie,
I
fill
can't
up your
watch.
res. Fill up your res. Fill up your res first. Come
Fuck
on.
I can't watch it. This is horrible. Stop it.
Lonnie, just fill up your res. Come on, it'll
right,
cut your
I'll
coin
stop.
usage
I'll
down.
Oh
Fill up
my
your
god.
res.
Turn him off.
Jesus.
Kick it.
Nah.
Boot it. Turn him off.
No, but I mean, it's a good way to show people, you know. Now you
Hey,
see
coin
what
it.
you see what he's doing. I can't even do that.
I don't even want to do that.
All right, that's him.
Every fiber in my head right now is screaming.
You see his gold count, right?
Doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop that! Stop it now!
What you doing?
Every fiber. Oh my
Yep.
god.
Come
I couldn't
on.
do it. All right, now we'll do. That was his. You guys see his gold count?
Yeah.
Down to 881 was it 14?
You're a
Oh,
nut.
you are insane.
Yeah, kill him now.
And there's my little one.
Kill him. Shoot me. It'll be easier.
Well, Shadow, you got 9 gold more than me.
That is mine.
I have 40.
I got like 100 and something.
See? There. I have more gold than Shadow for once.
I got more gold than you for once.
Shut up, David. Oh my god.
But no, Matt, you're wrong. It's not that it's part of the problem. I can understand why Kixeye requires a coin. All right, guys, this is a business. But here goes the example where I'm talking about between the difference of such a high level coiner, to me that's a medium level coiner, to Phil that is a low level coiner. Okay, I'm a medium level coiner and I still cannot even come close to competing with that. The only way, I mean, and there's not. There's not.
Now
My
I get
wife
that
would have
big
my
base
balls.
percentage.
My wife would have my balls wrapped around my neck, and there'd be no more Shadow Killer because he'd be dead. Literally, she'd divorce me if I spent like that. No, $25 here, $50 there. She's okay with. Any more than that, fuck. I'm a dead man. There is the problem right there. Right there. The such big discrepancy. Now, if they untied this tech center and made it the first 5 levels time, the last 5 levels Thor, more people would coin. I did. I let the first 2 or 3 days build timed. I'd coin the last 2 days. I
used to do stuff.
Yeah, I spent more there in that time than I have. Hell, my gold I use to fight with now. I don't use it to upgrade anything. I use it to repair my air. That is what I use it for.
That's all most
I'll
of the
be
time.
goddamn right now. I just started my command center. That's how much gold it's gonna cost me to fix that. That's $60 fucking. Are you
I coined
fucking
mine straight
insane?
out.
And how much? That was
Couldn't hold the
7-Eleven, wasn't it?
resources. It was 7-Eleven. Yeah, I couldn't hold the resources, so I had to just coined it.
Yeah, I used I don't know, maybe $50, and I hit the resource compression. None of my resource bunkers are maxed, but I did a lot of like my compression. My next compression is like 300 gold. I used that to get my res up enough to do my CC, and I just waited out the 16 days.
Oh, and Matt, you're right. I'm not in that league either. I'm not even close to being in that league.
There are a couple of guys that have come on this panel that are in that league. Satan is one, and Hellfire is another.
But think about
Lonnie,
think
and
about all.
that's it. That's 3 out of maybe 15, 20 guys that we get on the panel on a regular basis.
Yep. So you think? I mean, look at that percentage. Only 3 people. So I'm sorry, but they Kickset cannot be making that kind of money off of that low percentage. Think about all the people we know in War Commander that coin. All right, they 90. We're gonna say 95% don't coin like that. They are the top 1%. And you're looking at maybe 50 or 60 people total of Orca War Commander that spends like Lonnie or Scooby or Satan. That's not near enough. They would make so much more if they switch back the way it was. It's give me a second, I'll post the link. It's
If you can, that's fine.
There we go. Link is posted. I mean, and I'm not crying that it's fair or not fair because life is not fair. Straight out,
Life
we
is
all
a cruel
know
and
this.
unbelievable bastard. That's why I'm still alive, unfortunately. But damn it.
But there has to be a balance, and there is none. There is absolutely no balance whatsoever in any way. And for them to just now be talking about the balance is very disappointing.
It is.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you can hear me now. Great.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah. Sorry, continue.
I mean, it is. This is that one thing really, really fucking bugs the shit out of me.
It does. It bugs the shit out of me as well.
And it should bug everybody out there on YouTube. To just now be talking about separating the tech center, yeah, we understand it's not going to be this month. Fine. But you should have been talking about this shit a year ago when you guys started designing, okay, we're going to start bringing it. Because these designs don't happen overnight. They take months to do. The Juggernaut, all these Omega units, this is not something that happened overnight. This is something that was months in the progress. So, while you were doing this, you'd be like, we're not going to be able to put this in here. Why? Because their tech center's tied up. And only a few people are really going to be able to coin this. This is not going to be worth the money. So, why don't we throw a tab in there? Why don't we separate it? Why don't we're going to we're going back to the 10-day upgrade or the 10 levels. Let's bring back the 5 up, 5 Thor.
I mean,
But
a
no,
lot of
they
the
just-
times it's to do with the upper management style and input from people who shouldn't be butting their nose into something that doesn't particularly concern them, Harbin. But
But it's his business. This is his business. Whether we agree with him doing upper management, at the end of the day, this is his. All right, and it is. And I agree that he should not, unless he knows what he's talking about. He shouldn't, but he does.
you
What
see,
middle
Kickside-
management should be doing is going, look, Mr. Harbin, we understand you want to do it this way, but this is not going to be cost effective. It's just not going to pay out like you want it to pay out.
No, it's not.
But they're, I'm not saying this about Wrong Thinker, so please do not think I'm saying this about Wrong Thinker or anybody else that we've talked to in the past. These are people who won't come on the show. The people that are above Wrong Thinker. They're a bunch of pansies. They're the yes men. Oh, yes, great idea, good idea, we'll do it. Yeah. None of them have balls. None of them have the balls to go, this is not going to work this way, Mr. Harbin. You want to be this is not going to pay out like you want it to pay out. Instead, they're yes.
It doesn't work that way.
Obviously, it doesn't. I mean, it hurts all of us in the long term.
But other than that, we have glossed over question 10, which is the last question that Wrong Thinker
Hold
managed
on,
to
let
answer.
me screen share that.
I've already got it up.
Oh, all right. Hold on.
Everybody should be able to see that. I thought I saw, that's really bad English, but somebody saw a post mentioning the upgrade to the workshop to a new level, which we could start replication with gold and silver tech. Is it still in the works, or has the idea been scrapped? Ron Thinker said, while I can't recall the specific post, it would not surprise me if this was part of the plan at some point. It is currently not part of the plan, primarily because the replicator had some technical issues, which compounded the more things we added for replication. Though I don't like to say never, this is not likely at this point due to those issues. So until replication or the level 11 workshop is fixed, nothing will be added to it in the standards of replication. And replication was basically designed for special forces tech more than anything else because of the lack of it, or the lack of availability of it from way back, such as charged ordnance. That was one of the biggest additions to ever happen to War Commander when it first came out to the game. It was used on pretty much everything. Every squad of special forces at least had one charged ordnance on it. There were guys running around with they would all have a charged ordnance on one of the special forces.
I got them now in my bunkers.
Yeah, they came out for the first time at, I think it was something like 2,000 or 3,000 medals. And then the next week it was 8,000 because Kixeye underestimated the use of the charged ordnance.
And, again, this is, if they would use testers again and pick testers they can trust, they wouldn't have half these problems.
No, they wouldn't. But the problem is with being in the testing environment, you have to strictly adhere to many NDAs that I and several others in testing have
I
done
would
in the
have
past,
no
not
problems with that.
specifically with Kixeye, but with other people that keep breaking them all the time. That's why
Oh,
the
yeah, I
trust
know.
testers or covert ops or shadow strike or whatever the hell they call themselves at the end, it vanished. It disappeared. Never to
Team
be seen
India.
again.
I'll call it out. I'll call out the group that ruined it for everybody. I will call out Team India. I don't remember who he was, but he's the one that Data King went the fuck off of. Ruined it for everybody.
Yeah. And that's why they don't trust him to do it anymore.
Well, they need to do a little bit more vetting.
Well, can I say
I mean-
something regarding replication?
Go
Oh
for
yeah,
it.
go ahead.
Yeah, well, I heard that some people who made that replication on their special forces, they ended up like not being able to see their base. They load in they load the game, and nothing pops up. Like
That's
they're
where
stuck forever.
Yep, that's where wrong thinkers talk about the technical difficulties coming from the replication.
Yeah.
Is that people would lose their bases, or they would get negative applications.
Or they'd have a timer that would never end, so they couldn't do anything in the workshop. That's why I specifically, when I heard about this, I did not do the Workshop 11 upgrade. I still
I
haven't done it.
I got lucky.
Yeah, that's why I haven't done it also.
Where's my text? Hold on.
A lot of people have, and
I
it
got
works
lucky.
perfectly fine.
Some of us did. There are some out there that didn't.
But now with Special Forces going the way of the Dodo, that level 11 workshop is completely useless.
Hit 21 days for nothing.
21 days.
Yeah, I was in the middle of doing that 21 days when they brought in that the building reduction. So I managed to save 16 days or something.
Yeah,
same-
I wish
same
they'd have
thing.
done that with the defense.
I didn't get that fucking lucky. But look, 30. I've replicated 31 charge ordinances.
I'm still replicating them. They actually work for me.
All right, I replicate the hell. Oh no, not me. I'm working on my A-line missiles, but I mean 31 of them, 37 heavy ordnance. Damn, I should got more of those. 27 of the take aim. I mean, I replicate the fucking hell out of shit. When my take center, it's never done. It never stops.
It's a good thing to have, and if they can work out all the technical bugs that go with it, great stuff. And it'd be absolutely brilliant for them to do that.
54 compression magazines.
And none available.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I used the hell out of these things, man. I mean, I did.
And still do on certain
Yep.
units.
On certain units, my special forces. But most of my special forces are gone. I only got a few left.
Most of mine are gone these days. I keep a single squad for my Kara platoon if I.
Oh no, I got a whole platoon.
Oh, I mean, whole platoon, but.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
I did make the rule. We'll do it live. Cow. Blood diamond. 0. Haha. Fuck y'all. Bitches out there who try to call me cheap that I got it. Suck my balls.
Yeah. And that is going to be a standard practice.
Yep.
Even if you don't have the Legion, I will go check something else.
I think I was told the. Oh, damn, what the hell? I forgot. There's something else. I don't know. I'll remember it. I think Nick told me. As you can tell. Oh, yes, we have hit. I did hit that detonator base. I know we were going to bring it up on Wednesday,
show.
but that's a little fucking monster base, boy. That's a little bitch.
I think that was designed with you in mind.
Probably.
Because it is an absolute bastard of a base.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got 5 charges, so I can go ahead and screen share it real quick. Then we'll start wrapping it up and let everybody get back to playing their game.
Yep.
All right, we'll do a quick advanced scout on this bad boy.
Yeah, I can link that document. Give me a second.
Yeah, it's going to go up on the forums. It will be going up on the forums today.
That is a locked document. You can read it. You can't edit it. You can't make any responses.
All right,
So before
now
you start complaining, it's done that way on purpose.
we have 1. By the way, this is bullshit. These little fuckers do not blow up 100. What is it? 100 things from your
100
unit.
meters, 100
Yeah.
meters, 100 space, or whatever the hell it is.
Bullshit. It doesn't decloak until it's up on you and touching you.
So
You have
it's
to
a sure
almost-
hit.
It's a lot more than 2 hits.
No, I mean it is a sure hit for the detonator.
Yeah,
Yep.
that thing is going to hurt you.
And since you
will ruin
deploy
your
right here, You get hit as soon as you deploy. Look at this. Empty fucking area. We have no units to detect stealth. None.
It's got to be right up in your butthole before it hits you. And all of
Why
those
the
bunkers are
fuck are
full
you
of detonators.
Why do they have you deploying way up here? So as soon as you deploy, you're getting hit. Look at all this open area, guys. When
Well,
I
you
first
can
hit this,
deploy-
I deployed a buggy. Died as soon as I deployed it. God damn. Then I advanced scouted it, and I was like, holy shit, they're everywhere.
28 invisible detonators. There are detonators hiding under buildings as well.
Yeah, I
And
see them
they
right
will
here.
warm you.
Yeah, they pulled a shadow killer.
It's like you kill one of those. You kill that. Scroll down. See that go-go bar? That bunker right there. It has at least 8 detonators in it.
There are detonators in every single one of those bunkers.
They're in all of them.
There are 4 detonators in the bottom bunker, 8 detonators in the top. In that watchtower, I think there are about 4 or 5 in there as well.
I mean, you can't deploy air because as soon as you deploy air, this Hades and that Hades are all over you.
Oh, they've even got a special tech on some of those bloody things that splits it into 2 little ones when you kill it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh yeah, those little mites.
The little
Yeah.
mites the
And of course, you can't use your cloaked units because they've got
Click
2
on the
in here.
storage and see if it's
Yeah.
over.
So
It's
you
a
drop.
kick-type. It's going to be over cap as hell.
Yep. The best way to do this base is missiles. Missile there, and then use Dina to hit and run the whole base.
If you don't have
Liberators.
Dina, don't bother.
Let me show you what. Damn it! Hold on. I'll show you.
Liberators will get absolutely fucking roasted.
Yeah, they will die super fast in this base.
Hold on. I'll do it for you guys because I like you guys. Because it's there's been up to almost 60 viewers, so
you're gonna suicide your
it's-
unit.
It's the law.
yeah, I got to. We're above 50, so
Yeah, I
Everybody
was
on
doing
YouTube
earlier, but
not like I'm
Fill it
doing
up with
anything
as many
anyway.
liberators as you can. No limits.
Here we go. Here goes the
Shadow
whole.
will Shadow will be suiciding his units
Yep.
just for you guys.
Standard. This is all liberators, all of them, the whole fucking plat.
The Liberator Army.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
No, it'll be. Da, 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 da.
Fuck her up, Buttercup.
Yep.
I'm about to look at like 13 hours of fucking repair time for you guys.
Coin it.
No, that ain't happening.
Scrap them, rebuild them.
I ain't doing that shit either because that's still a lot of
You're
solar.
9 gold.
No, eight.
It's
because-
electric would be a nice would work quite nicely.
no, but
Then you've got to go up against that flood as well, and that's probably gonna hurt.
I'm not worried about the flood. If I can get,
the detonators and the Apollos here, they don't get shocked, right?
oh god damn it, you guys!
You're dead before you even think about it.
All right, you guys ready to watch them all die?
Ruby.
Yes.
Ruby.
Ruby.
All right. Hold on. Look, watch. There, bitch is on.
Ruby's on. Ruby
Alright.
is on.
Suicidal.
3, 2, 1.
By the way,
And-
all these have the damage to the
I would shit if they
Damage
make
to
it through the
vehicles.
whole base and get like.
There goes
500
one. There
damage.
goes 2.
Oh, they got concussion.
Yep.
Yeah. And they're immediately following that Hades.
Go figure.
See all the little mites?
There's that fucking glitch following the Hades. Son of a bitch. Might as well control him now.
Hell no.
He wants to
Oh, that hurt.
More detonators. See,
No.
Swan's concussion.
No, but I thought they will die at spawn. I mean,
So did
that's
I.
pretty impressive. Yeah.
They got pretty far.
They might
still
actually
going.
take the base.
That'll be scary.
Nah, they won't take the base.
Hold
They
on, I
won't take the base,
got to
but-
do this right here. I have no choice.
That's a maxed CC.
Come on, kill it,
Look.
kill it.
Take out your air.
No. Come on. You can do it.
You can do it, Captain.
Look at, man, that thing takes out a lot. All right, there. Now
Now
I
it's
can
all
go.
last stand defenders.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of something that that might help doing the base is using that double agent special
No
ops.
last stand defenders.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
the last stand
they do
defenders
that.
that fight for you. That would be an interesting one if you broke open
You know
the
where it's
bunkers.
gonna. These guys are gonna die at, right? The railgun.
Yeah,
There
Not
is no
if you
railgun
split
in
them.
this.
there
yes,
Oh,
is.
there
yes,
is.
there's up in the
Right
corner.
there.
Up in the corner. Yeah, my bad. My bad. Up in the corner.
If you
Right
split
there.
them, they won't.
That's where you drop a missile. Or use something else just to hit it and get away. Because at this
Fucking
point,
detonators up the wazoo.
detonators
They keep spawning.
Yeah, they
Spawn-
come out of
they're
the
Gotta go
spawning
check
out of
out
the
that
barracks.
building on the left-hand side.
There goes some
Pow,
more.
pow, 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 pow.
Dead.
Do I have any left? That's it.
No,
That's all of them.
it. You're done.
Look at the midgetnators.
Yeah, look at those little
Midgetnators.
fuckers.
Yeah.
Call them the
That's
midget.
That's some bullshit.
It's a mean little fucking
Level
base.
45 base took out a whole fucking tune of libs.
Yep.
And you barely scratched it.
That's sad.
The shit I do for you guys.
Man, 11 hours of repair.
That'd be alright. I got nothing else better to do.
Yeah, you'll sleep on them.
I'll take a nap. They'll be repaired tomorrow.
Yep.
Yep. I got more.
They'll be repaired before the next show.
Oh, it's not till Wednesday, so we're all right on that one.
Exactly.
They've already. Cyram's got a video out there already.
I think CD's got one out
And
as
City
well.
does too. Yeah. Oh, it's only 8 hours. It's only an 8-hour repair. That's no problem.
That's 48 gold.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
48 gold.
You
If
can't
you took
spot it,
80
hit them with their Dark Serpent. As soon as your air deploys, the Hades are chasing out after you, and they won't come uncloaked.
That's it.
They don't come uncloaked. So
But we'll go into more in depth on Wednesday how to get through those bases and not get
Yeah.
absolutely smashed in the process. If you want to go
All right.
ahead and wrap this bitch up.
yeah, hold on. We'll go get some questions real quick out there. Are there any questions out there about what we've been talking about from
All right.
Wrong Thinker?
Godscope. Yeah, there are. I've 70 questions. Wrong Thinker has only answered 10. He will get around to them when he has more time to do so. He did answer those questions over the weekend on his own time. I stated that when I posted the answers in the first place. Please go and read my post again.
Yeah. I mean, a big thank you to him for him answering those questions. I mean, that was awesome. Are there any questions on YouTube about the 10 questions that were asked? This is up on the Unshackled page, the KT page, AF page, Elite. It's everywhere. So I mean, it's
It is
out there.
everywhere
It
for
will be.
everyone to read.
Yep, it'll be posted up on the forums probably after the show. Guys, I'm asking, please, don't be a dick. Okay, he spent time answering these questions. So if you're a dick, then he won't answer anymore. So fucking be polite. You know, you could be upset like we are, but hell, we were polite about it. Some of the questions were awesome, some were not. So don't be a dick. So, any questions? If not, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm not going to worry about no fucking shout outs. You know, the only one we all truly have is to Skip and Wrong Thinker and Dr. Phil.
Yeah. I second that.
I'll third it.
Nobody cares, David.
Yeah, I know. Nobody cares about you.
I had to. I never crack on David. Never. I'd never crack on David. Even if I did come up with his new name.
Just wait. Just wait. Yours is coming. I'm gonna start fucking with you more than I fuck with Dr. Phil.
Is that
Promises,
even possible?
promises. Probably
Yes.
not.
Yes.
All right,
Always
guys.
possible.
I want to thank all you guys for coming out to watch our little show. Going to wrap this up so you guys can, get back to your game or, whatever you guys were doing before. Wrong Thinker, thank you very, very much for answering these questions so far.
It's greatly appreciated.
Awesome, awesome job. I know we don't sound very appreciative, but we are. But that's what Unshackled's all about. We're going to give you the unshackled truth. Just don't take it personal because we're not trying to be personal. Thank you all for coming out. We remember to log on for Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. We will be by then. The videos will be out there for these little detonator bases.
Yeah, City's got one up.
Gabby's got one, and Cyram's got one. So the main guys have got them out there and running. What, Lonnie?
Oh, I did one with the Elite Rifleman this morning. First one I did, I took hour damage.
There we go. So the videos are out there. There are ways of doing them. They're little motherfucking bases, but hey, that's the whole point of War Commander, so we can have a little bit of a challenge. We'll crack them. All right. Thanks all for coming out. Y'all kick fuck ass. We'll see you guys Wednesday night. We're War Commander Unshackled, people. We're out. Peace
Peace out,
bitches.
fuckers.
Fuck
Thank you, guys.